Alright guys, welcome back. My name is Lindsay. I've had a few requests on how I actually use my cash envelopes and what I do with the cash and whether I take it all with me. So I figured it would be great to go through this and tell you guys kind of how I use my cash binder for my variable envelopes and incorporate them with my wallet. So I do have different cash envelopes, but I don't stuff them all. So this green binder here is actually my variable envelope binder, and I have a little dashboard on there of a Bible verse, and then I have each of my envelopes. Now, these all do have trackers where I can keep track of each individual category, which is very important because this is the main way that I'm keeping track of how much is coming in and out. I do only stuff this about once a month. I try to take out what we need, and then I do have my cash envelopes here in my wallet. I happen to have one of them still in my wallet because we had to go and get the chicken food the other day. So I still had that in there. So I'm going to show you guys. I wrote on there the chicken feed, how much it was, and then I have my change. Now, this is what I love about these little binders, that you can just take the cash envelopes from one to the other. So I wasn't sure how much we were going to need for the food, so I ended up just taking the whole envelope, and then I gave my husband some of the money out of it. But I'm going to now put that envelope back into my variable envelope binder. Now, normally what I do is I just take the amount out of that binder and put it in my wallet. So I'm going to come over here to show you. I do have my no spend month tracker set up, so I'm kind of keeping track of this, and I do actually have the money in here. All right, so we've got 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18 in this one. I haven't done it this way before, so we'll see if I keep it that way. But after my no spend challenge, I've got all my envelopes. Now, groceries, I've got a Bible verse on each one of those. Groceries, I do make it into an envelope because in case we get gift cards or other things. Now, I do put the food in groceries because I kind of consider it all as food. Gas is just a tracker. I never use cash for that. And then we have kiddos, because if I take money out of their funds, I put it in that. Spending, and then adventures. So they're not exactly like the other ones, but I do have a receipt envelope too to keep things organized. But this just gives me a general place to stick it when we need to go out and shop and spend money. So for example, if we have to get something, let's say we need some toiletry items for the house, and we know that we're going to be going out to grab like some toilet paper and paper towels or something like that. So I'll take the money out and I put it in the spending envelope. Now I usually try to, guesstimate how much I'm going to need and take maybe a little extra, but I try to keep it as close to as possible because again, I don't want to be spending, any extra money that I have. Activities I usually put in my adventure binder, and then for the kids, of course, I just use the kiddos binder. So for example, if my son wanted to get some new shoes or something, I would take the $20 out, put it in my wallet. And then if we go to the store and we actually spend that, I can't show you that because we're in a no spend month, but I'm going to take the 20 out, pretend like we spent it, okay? So when I come back home then, if it's empty, what I'm going to do is go into the variable envelope binder, take the tracker out, and I'm going to write the date and how much was spent and deduct it from his total. So this is the way I like to do it because I don't want to carry all of my variable envelopes, and I want to just take what we know we're going to be doing or spending and what we need for that day. This system has worked really well for us, and we've just enjoyed doing it that way. So if we are going out with friends and I need to grab a 10 or a 20, I'll put that in the envelope that it coordinates with. And then again, once I get home, I kind of do my checks and balances and calculate everything up. So I hope that is making sense. And again, I know for those of you that do not want to carry cash on you, this is a good way to make sure that you have the cash that you need and just take out of these envelopes and put it in your wallet for those, items that you're going to be spending. Now, the no spend month, I've never done it where I've kept it in my wallet, but I'm hoping it's going to remind me that I'm in a no spend month and not to spend. We'll see if that logic works, I don't know. But one of the things I did want to share with you too, so my husband and I actually end up doing more of our shopping online, and we don't tend to spend as much as we go out. The things that we need, we usually end up having to order. So let's say that my husband needed to get something, I can't even think of what he would need. Maybe, I don't know. let's say you wanted a new hat. I can't think. So we take that out and we deduct it on the tracker. And then when the physical cash, obviously I still have, right? So I take this and I put it in our safe, and this is going to be held aside. Now, if we have to deposit, we can, but usually what I end up doing is just kind of rolling that into what we use for variable envelopes, if that makes sense, over the next month. So I'm really just kind of, keeping track of everything, checking it as we go along, and, really right now our main focus is not spending, which is funny that I'm, showing you guys how to spend your variable envelopes. But I know that a lot of you really wanted to know how all of this works. So I hope that this made sense, and we'll see how the rest of the month for No Spend continues to go. I do want to keep you guys up to date on that as well, and just encourage you as you maybe are, on the same No Spend month and No Spend journey there. It definitely is helpful to do at this time of year, and really, we thankfully haven't really had to spend a lot because of the snowstorm, so kind of has taken care of a lot of our spending anyway. But that will wrap up this video, guys. I hope that helped and gave you all a little more clarity. You definitely do not need to take all of your money when you go out. You can leave this at home in the safe. You can take your wallet with just the cash that you need. It is very, very manageable, guys. And I highly recommend doing the cash envelope budget if you are really having a hard time with your finances, with your budget, and getting on top of it and getting, control of it. So I'll see y'all in a video soon. May the Lord bless you.